Welcome to Midday on this beautiful Monday. We're visiting first with Larry Maki, one of our very favorite regulars who brings in antiques and collectibles for us to take a look at. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you so very much. It's so much fun to do this.
We always love doing this, and we never know what treasures you'll bring for us, but we know that they will be fun and interesting. So what are we looking at today?
Well, I brought a mixture of different pieces of ephemera. Most of the stuff would be stuff that would not have... people collect them, but most of them were destroyed or thrown away, and so they're hard to find little pieces. Not that everybody wants them, but for example, here's a death notice from 1894, and this is how they sent it out. Oh,
interesting.
And I don't know why anyone would collect it except me, but I don't know who George Peterson is or Patterson. But it's just an unusual thing, and this is what they did in the past. They would send out notices like that on a beautiful board and tell people of the
family memorabilia. Actually, I really enjoy that, particularly for people who can't make it to the funeral or might live far away. I think that's a beautiful memory to have.
Yeah, that's true.
So this one says, where did you find this? September 27th, 1894, died age 54 years old.
Yeah.
Where did you find this?
Well, I buy a lot of ephemera. I'm a crazy paper collector. I love it. I love everything to do with it.
I have one of those in my life too.
Yeah, and I just I buy estates and stuff like that. So it came somewhere in someone's estate.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And this is a greeting card from 1911, and it shows the ladies in their typical dress of the day. And the nice thing about that is, as a greeting card, is that it's actually dated. On the inside, so you don't have to guess at whether it's an old card or a new card.
Christmas 1911, this one says.
And they did a nice. What amazed me is the calligraphy, the handwriting of the day. And in this case, you don't see anything there because it's printed. But most of the cards you get, I wish I had brought some. The handwriting is exquisite. I've never seen anything quite like it.
And unfortunately, it really is a collectible and antique because handwriting has kind of fallen out of fashion. It's not even being taught anymore in schools.
Exactly.
So those will become more and more precious.
Yeah. And here's another item that isn't really super collectible. I mean, it's collectible in the sense that you see it, but most people would have thrown this stuff away. This is an invitation or a congratulatory letter from John Diefenbaker.
Oh, wow.
And here's the stationery from the House of Parliament. And he sent it to this lady to congratulate her. And it's his signature. It's not a copy signature. It's his signature on the bottom. And they're nice to keep. It says House of Commons on the envelope. And but a lot of that stuff gets lost and tossed away.
That's very special.
I don't want it to be tossed away. I love
a little piece of history.
Yeah, it is. It's actually a piece of history. You're absolutely right.
Okay, what else are we looking at?
Well, this is an unusual little piece in that when you open it up, it's from the British Columbia Forest Service. Yeah. And it was done in the First World War. And it says, Britain expects every man to do his duty. And then they give a breakdown of the flag. You can move that flag apart, and it shows you the Scottish, English, Irish flag combination to make the Union Jack.
Wow. Oh, that's fascinating.
Isn't that, and there's another movement there. Yeah, so there's the three flags that make up the Union Jack and how it's constructed.
That's an excellent design, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really great.
Now, these things are impossible to identify in terms of value or anything, but they have such value to me because it is the First World War and it's the Forest Service, and it tells you how to do right in the woods and at the same time participate in the war.
England expects every man to do his duty. Do yours. Prevent forest fires. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and a little thing like this. Now, I thought at first this might be I wanted it to be Western Canada Theatre Company. It's a little bad, but it isn't.
Theatre something.
But it is, yeah, and it's 49 and 50, and it was I would love to know. I've done some research, but I can't find what club or what organization might have had that. But
where did you come across this?
again, just in my buying of different things, you know. And
so if you can identify this particular badge, Larry would love to know.
Where that city was.
It says Edmonton. Edmonton, Canada.
Is the people that put the little badge together.
Made it, yeah. So maybe in that area.
Yeah.
All right. What else are we looking at?
And Star Weeklies are a magazine that came into your house every weekend. Weekly.
Something you look forward to?
And this one has, on the cover of it, it has the BC Lions when they won the Grey Cup.
Oh, wow.
And
it's in color.
And the colors are just outstanding.
1958. It looks in perfect condition as far as the color.
One of the most amazing things, I'll open it up, Marcel, and this, it'll show, this is what people collected, and this is why they didn't.
Oh, wow.
They didn't last long because people cut them up to get these pictures.
I imagine they did. I bet that hung on a lot of bedroom walls.
Oh, the kids just went crazy over these, and this one has Mahavlich, I think it's Keon.
Yep.
And
I'm not going to pretend I know.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who it is. Oh, George Armstrong. Yeah, Bert Olmsted, George Armstrong, and Frank Mahavlich. So these got cut up and put away. They're so much fun to find intact, and they're so much fun to read. And
those are the things that you would look forward to coming weekly.
Yes, you absolutely would.
Yeah, wait for it.
Here's a local TV Times.
The TV Times.
With CFJC up here. And this is when we only had 2 channels. So
I bet I know a few people who would like to get their hands on this. This is fantastic. Look at this.
It's really fun to read. You can see the shows on at the time, how they shut them off. And they've got the 2 newsmen, Lloyd Robertson and Harvey, I forget the other fellow's name. He's inside there. He was for CTV. This fellow's from CBC, and it's got nice ads from Kamloops in it. Like there was a guy here had a Volkswagen dealership, and he called himself Little Bob
or something.
Yeah, and it's on the back.
This is great. I'll bet our newsroom would like to take a look at this too.
Oh,
that's really fun.
It is a lot of fun.
All right.
Here's a weird thing. This is
the weird ones are the fun ones.
A trapper's license.
Oh, interesting.
And the thing that's unusual about that, it's not super old, it's 62.
I think it's 62.
But it was given to a 13-year-old boy to trap, and it's told how many beavers he can get.
Wow.
So he paid for his license there, and it's got his, he was 5'8" or something, and
his description,
his weight
and
and everything,
signature.
and tells how many beavers he could capture.
Wow.
Now, I don't know who would collect that, but I like it.
Why not? Why not?
So different.
Excellent. So we just have another minute here. Should we take a look at the larger picture? Yeah.
Here's one they call a sampler. And it was done usually by young girls to show their skill with needle and thread. And this one is of the Second World War, showing what's going on around England, all the flags of the Allies around there, and the work she did on that.
This is really neat.
Is just outstanding. It's just a gorgeous thing.
And needlepoint is coming back. Embroidery and needlepoint is very popular right now.
And that is so well done. I would love to know who she was.
Neat.
She didn't sign it.
Oh, not even on the back?
Not even on the back.
Oh.
And it's just gorgeous.
What a shame.
It's just a lovely piece.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Excellent. We never know what we're going to find when Larry Maki comes in and visits us with all of his treasures. Thanks for sharing with us today.
Oh, you're very welcome. And if you don't want your stuff, don't forget, please sell it to me.
Somebody does.
Yeah, somebody does.
Excellent.
I want it,
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you
We always
very
learn a
much.
lot when you come in.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more Midday in just a moment.